Hi everyone, welcome back to Java Mastery. This is the second video in the series. Today we are diving into something that most courses never explain. How your computer actually runs your Java code. Imagine this. You write your Java code, hit run, and your computer magically prints "Hello Java." But what really happens behind the scenes? And how does your code go from a simple text to something that your computer understands? Today, I'm going to show you exactly how computers execute Java code. This is something that most programming courses skip, but not here. By the end of this lesson, you will understand every step that your code takes from your keyboard to the CPU. Last time, we wrote the Java program. Now, let's break down what actually happens when we run this. Java is a high-level language written in a way that humans can understand. The computer, however, doesn't understand this. It only understands zeros or ones. But we don't write code like this. That would be very painful. The Java compiler translates Java code into bytecode, a set of instructions that the Java virtual machine understands. This makes Java platform independent. You can run the same bytecode on Windows, Mac, or Linux. And just in case you are curious, this is what Java's bytecode looks like. It's not exactly human readable, but it's much simpler than machine code. The Java virtual machine reads and executes code in two ways. The first way is interpretation, which reads bytecode line by line and executes it. The second way is JIT. It stands for just-in-time compilation, which converts the frequently used pieces of code into machine code for better performance. So let me give you an example of what just-in-time compilation is doing. Let's say you have written this code. This code prints all numbers between 1 and 1 million using loops. We will know about loops later in the course. As this runs 1 million times, it will be inefficient to interpret it line by line or iteration by iteration. JVM optimizes it using just-in-time compilation, making it much more faster. Okay, now that we have a native machine code, how does the CPU execute it? The CPU follows a simple process called fetch, decode, execute cycle. Fetch reads the instruction from the RAM. Decode deciphers the instruction in order to understand what commands needs to be executed. Execute is basically executing the instruction. For example, adding numbers or storing data in memory. Let me show you an example of a machine code. In fact, the machine code should look like this. But I will use this syntax for the purpose of the illustration. This is a simplified version of the machine code. The CPU moves numbers into an internal memory called registers, does the calculations, and stores the results. In the future, you will know that what's shown in the screen right now is something called assembly language, which is basically a low-level programming language which has a high strong correspondence between the instructions of the language and the architecture machine code. So now you know that when you run Java code, it goes through multiple stages. When you write Java code, it first goes through a compiler, which translates it into bytecode. The bytecode isn't directly executed by your computer. It runs inside the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. The JVM acts as a bridge, converting bytecode into machine language that your computer can actually understand. Finally, your CPU takes over, executing those machine instructions step by step. And just like that, your code comes to life. Understanding this flow helps you to write an efficient code debug performance issues, and also understanding the memory management and avoid crashes. And that wraps up Module 1. Now you have a clear understanding how Java runs behind the scenes. But before we're writing real programs, there is one crucial thing you need to master: variables. In the next lesson, we will kick off Module 2, Key Java Concepts, by exploring variables, what they are, how they work, and why they are essentials for every program that we write. So make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. What parts of today's lesson surprised you the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts.